I'm gonna pull you out and I'm gonna bring you back in. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? I know we are kind of late with the show, but we was having some technical issues, but we finally got those taken care of. But go ahead and start filing into the room. Also, be sure to like and share on your social media platforms. This is going to be a very interesting stream that we are having today because, you know, as y'all see by the title, we have a guest today, and a guest that a lot of you are already familiar with. I'm going to go ahead and share this on Twitter and let the people know that we are live. Hold on. Come on in, come on in. The intro is not going to be as long today because we already lost like 20 minutes. Let's see, who do we have? Sketchinificent. What a name. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it. Janesta, Spidey, Sunkiss, Black Empowerment, J Cage. And even shout out to all those who was in the stream a little bit sooner before we actually officially got started. But I'm not going to waste any more time because we have a lot of stuff to discuss. And by we, I'm talking about myself and Afro Elite, who is sitting in the back chat right now. And I'm about to bring him in right now. Hold on right quick.
Hey, how are you doing, B1 family?
B1 to you. And B1 to everybody in the chat. This is I'm gonna be honest, this is it's not an unexpected stream because we've collabed before, but it was unexpected in the sense of I was originally going to do this stream by myself until I had I had sent a DM to you about a particular topic that you had wanted to discuss. And because originally I was going to, like I said, I was going to do it by myself, but I said it's probably best that I have you up here to talk about this as well as some other things that I'm going to talk about as well, because it's a lot of topics that we're going to talk about, and a lot of them are video based, including the one that you wanted to talk about. Some of them people are already familiar with, some aren't, so it is what it is. Got my first dono. Shout out to Cinemonster 808 for the super sticker. Shout out to you. I appreciate it. And also, if y'all have not done so already, be sure to go over and subscribe to Afro Elite's YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And also, my mods, if you are in here, be sure to get the trolls out. I already had to get one. I already saw one. I had to get up out of here. And we just getting started. But how are you, though?
I'm good. I'm really good. How are you? How are you?
I'm doing great. As I don't know if you saw it already, but
Yeah, I was looking. I'm like, I kind of noticed that it looks kind of familiar.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I ordered it. It was this week. I think I ordered it on Monday, and I'm actually shocked that it got here today, considering you know where it's coming from. You know, it has to make that cross country travel. I'm thinking it's not going to be here by Friday, but you know, it is what it is. But I like it though. Like it's a silky. It's like a silk bandana. It's not the cloth one. I was thinking that it was going to be the cloth one, but it's a silk one. So
okay.
it's real comfortable, and it's good to have on my head right now because you follow me on Instagram, so you know I just got my head ready today. So this is real comfortable right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to get me one of those then. I
Yeah.
ordered Tariq's thing, his Kickstarter. I think that comes with a bandana too. So I don't know when I'm
actually
gonna get it though.
Yeah, that's actually I found out about it when he was doing the stream when he released the trailer for his upcoming film, and then that's when I went to his site that same night and I ordered this. Well, I actually didn't order it that night. I ordered it like a couple days later. But it is some good stuff on that to that site. Oh, and for those who are unaware, like Afro Elite, his YouTube channel is just that Afro Elite. That is his YouTube. His name is right there in the corner if y'all can see it. But yeah, we have, like I said, quite a few things to talk about. So I'm not even going to waste any time. We're going to just jump right into it. I'll just go through whatever it is that we're discussing, and if you feel like there's something you just need to insert, you just let me know.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was actually a topic I wanted to talk about last week but forgot. So I saved it for this week, and we both definitely gonna go in about this one, and that is Ricky Williams. Now I had posted up on my Twitter account last week or the week before when I first learned about this. I said Ricky Williams is in the running for Buck Dancer of the Year. He is a nominee. So for those of you who are unaware, but by this time y'all should be very aware, Ricky Williams, who used to play for the Miami Dolphins, he recently got married to this Karen or Becky, however you want to put it. But it wasn't enough for him to just marry her. He decided that he was going to go and take her name, her whole name, like literally change his name to hers. So he did it in reverse. And not only that, I think he changed his first and his last name, because I'm thinking he just changed his last name to hers, but I think he changed his first and his last name. Like this man literally gave almost his entire identity to his PC wife. Do you have any comments on that?
I have a lot to say. Is my audio doubling?
No, it's coming through clear.
Okay, cool. This is what I say about these athletes who date these PC women. I don't know what it is about them, but they always seem to fold warm laundry when it comes to their girlfriends or spouses, and I don't know. It's like some type of brainwash that you have to be in to become an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
We know who Ricky Williams is. We don't know who his spouse is, his wife is. But so you can clearly tell he's at a higher level when it comes to his status and career than she is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's an echo. Hold on, let me see. Somebody saying there's.
Okay, so chat is saying that it's echoing, and this is coming from your end.
Okay, can you guys? Hold on. One second. I know how to fix it. Is the echo going now?
Well, see, the thing is, when I hear it, I can't hear an echo. So the only people that can hear the echo is those in the chat.
Okay.
I'm looking at.
Is the echo gone? I'm trying to figure out why.
They saying no. They said the echo was still there.
Echo is still okay. Let me. Sorry about that. I'm not sure.
Now I can hear the echo just now.
Okay. I think is the echo going now?
Hold on. Let me see what the chat's saying.
Can you? No, I don't. Oh my God. This is my first time using this. Why? Even with the echo.
No, they said the echo was still there.
Okay.
Nikki said you might need to leave and then come back in.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. Then.
All right.
Be right back.
All right, y'all. We just had some technical issues, but he's gonna leave and we're gonna come. He's gonna come back in. We're gonna keep it moving right on along. I had to have the chat open up on my phone just to see it because the thing is, y'all can hear the echo on your end, but on my end, it came through clear. So I was just basically feeding off of y'all. But I hope all of you all are having a good day. I hope y'all all had a good week. All right, so he's back in, and we're gonna see if everything is working this time.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I can't hear you though. So I think I know what how to fix it then. If it's that one. Okay, you can hear me right clearly, right?
Okay. Now they said it's better. No echo this time.
I
They
cannot
said it's good
hear
on this.
you for whatever reason.
All right, now he's saying he can't hear me.
You know what? I know how to fix it. Hold on for 1 second. I'm gonna leave and come right back.
All right. So the minute that y'all hear him good on your end, there's no echo. Now he can't hear me. It's crazy. Yeah, I know y'all could hear me and y'all could hear him, but he couldn't hear me for some reason. So now he going back out and coming back in. So hopefully when he comes back in, now he can hear me, and hopefully there won't be an echo, and then we just can continue to go with this as smooth, like as because it's not going smoothly as you can see, but it is what it is. But I am glad that you all are here and y'all are sticking around and everything like that. Like I said, when it comes to live streams, it's unpredictable. Anything can happen. Unlike when it comes to the premiere videos that I do, those are pretty much pre-recorded videos that play off like it's a live stream. But I'm actually glad that this is happening, like now rather than later, when we get into the more heavier uh, topics, or at least the topics that involve videos, because there are quite a few video-based topics that do have some visuals attached to them. Shout out to Cinnamon Star 808 for the second dono of the day. It says pair character stretching his arm forward, raising his oh. At first I had to read. I was like, "What is that?" But it's the sticker. On Restream, we can't see the imagery, so we have to read the description of what it is. I'm looking at it like, "What in the hell is this?" But thank you for the dono. Shout out to you, Third Ward Taurus Gang in the building. What's going on, Simply Sandra? She said, "Hey, Torian and family, I'm driving to Fort Lauderdale Airport, going up to my sister and niece. They're coming here for a weekend visit. I'm listening. Sorry, I can't text. These people are crazy." Well, have a good weekend with your sister and your niece. Yeah, Cinema, I get it now. I was reading. I'm like, what is this? What is this description? I was so thrown off when I was reading it. I didn't know what it was. Talking and grubbing media. What's going on? Ashton said, "Who does that in a marriage?" Apparently, Ricky Williams does. I hope it doesn't become a trend. All right, we're gonna try this again.
Yeah, we can. Can you guys hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. So you
Is
got the
there?
head. So you got the headset. No,
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
There's no echo, right? I'm good, right?
Yeah, we should be. We should. Well, I don't hear an echo. As long as they don't hear an echo, we good. That's all that really
Okay.
matters. And you can hear me,
Okay.
so okay,
Okay.
cool. I'm just looking for some. Okay, good. There's no echo, so now we can proceed. This is a very interesting stream indeed, and we just getting started. That's crazy. But anyway,
Yeah.
we just picked right up where we left off, which wasn't that far. So we're back to talking about Ricky Williams, and we know so far that he has married this PC woman, and he changed his name to her name or her last name because he said that it fixes a marriage imbalance. I'm trying to figure out what the imbalance is because right now, to me, the only imbalance is the one that's in his head. Like, I don't know, like a chemical imbalance or something. That's the only imbalance I know. And I'm saying to myself, he changed his whole name, but apparently his birth name was Eric. It wasn't Ricky. So I guess Ricky wasn't, I don't know if that's a middle name or just the name that I guess he picked up along the way and he just went with it and it just kind of became his name, like like Magic Johnson. But it says that his first name, his birth name is actually Eric, and her last name is Myron or Miron, Miron, and his wife's name is Lene, and he changed his name to hers. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if I was marrying a black woman, I wouldn't even take her last name. But it's just very interesting that this guy he married this PC woman and completely dropped his name that we know him as, his whole name, and picked up his birth name, which nobody knew, and chose to have her name because of an imbalance. How is that imbalanced? I'm confused. Apparently, so is he. And then I don't know if you saw it or not, but there was some like a picture that came out years ago where he was on a cover, I think, with Mike, and I don't know for what publication it was, but he had on a wedding dress, and Mike Ditka was standing behind him in a tux.
Well, I missed that part. I didn't see that.
Yeah, like I had saw that picture and I was like, yeah, it's starting to make sense. But you know what? Ricky Williams has always been an odd person. Like even back in his career when he was playing with the Dolphins, he was a very strange individual. Like, I think I think if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure the chat will probably correct me if I'm wrong. I believe one of the reasons why he didn't want to play or something like that is because it was interfering with him getting high. Or it was one of the dumbest things to want to, like, I guess, rebel against the league for. It didn't make any sense.
When I hear about imbalance, and I've been a part of conversations where they debate, oh, should the man have the woman, or should the wife take the husband's last name, or what should happen with the kid's last name? It's okay. I tried to change something.
Yeah, the chat saying it's echoing again.
Okay. There's no more echoing.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if it's what they're saying.
Because I know it takes a couple seconds. The echo is okay. So it's still echoing right now. Okay. 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 Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I'm just looking at the chat because they keep saying it's an echo that like they're literally spamming in the chat that it's an echo coming through.
Okay. Oh my God. It didn't do anything.
They said at first, like it wasn't like when you came back in, like for the first like couple of minutes, it wasn't echoing, but then it just started up again, like out of nowhere.
Is it? It's still echoing right now. Because I can hear my own. I could hear my own voice from the beginning. Let me see.
I'm just looking at the chat to see what they're saying.
Okay.
To the people that's in the chat, is it still an echo on Afro Elite side? Is it still an echo on his side?
Shit, I don't.
Yeah, they said that it's still an echo on your side.
Man, I don't know what this is.
And they saying it's just on your side.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. But I'm still like the people in the chat still saying that it's an echo. I don't know what that could be from, honestly.
I don't.
They said it might be something with your mic. I'm not sure what it is. Or do you have something? Or do you have YouTube open on your side and it's not muted?
No, I don't have anything. I just turned my microphone off. It said 86 headphones. I thought the headphones was open. Just turn the microphone.
They asking, do you have two tabs open of the same platform?
No. Check my phone. My phone is closed though, and it's not open. Okay. Let me just leave back out.
Okay, this is wild.
Dang.
All right, y'all. I don't know like what's really like what the issue is because he said that he doesn't have YouTube open on his side, and if he did, it was muted so you couldn't hear it. Y'all asked if he had two tabs open on the same platform. He said no. So I don't know what it is. I think it's like a technical thing outside of this streaming platform that I'm on right now and outside of YouTube. So it's probably a technical thing on his computer or his laptop or wherever he's on. I think it's on that side. Let's see. Shout out to Cinnamon Star again for another super chat. They said YouTube staff messing with y'all. Probably, I don't know. That's crazy. We cannot get past this first topic for nothing because of these damn technical issues. Okay, we're gonna try this again. All right,
guys, is it echoing now?
We about to find out.
I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, I can hear you too. Like the thing is, like I said, like on my side, it doesn't echo. It comes through real clear. It's just on their side, it's echoing. I don't know like why that is. Okay, now they're saying that it's not echoing. Okay, you know what? We pretty much have gotten, I think, everything we needed to out of the first topic. Let's just move to the next one before some other shit happens. Oh, damn. That's crazy.
Topic is first or something.
Right.
Okay.
My
fault, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why that was going on.
All right. Let's just move on to the next topic. So interesting. We started off talking about the NFL with Ricky Williams, but now we're talking about the NFL again, but this time not with a player, but this time a cheerleader. and I think you know where I'm headed with this.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you know where I'm headed. So the Carolina Panthers has signed the first trans cheerleader, and they will be making their debut this upcoming season. I don't know what to say for the Carolina Panther fans out there or in and outside of the states of South and North Carolina, but this is going to be a very interesting one right here. I kind of knew that this was going to be coming down the pike eventually, and how ironically they made this announcement during quote unquote Pride Month. And of no surprise and shock to anyone else besides the fact that this person is a trans, is that they are black. And that is them right there in the picture. They go by the name of Lindsay. Their Instagram title is just_Lindsay_, and that is them right there. I kind of knew this was the direction that they were headed in when they decided to let members of Hall G become cheerleaders for different NFL teams or sports teams in general. And I said it's only a matter of time before they start segueing and going even further with that. So, Afro, what is your take on this?
Okay. Please don't tell me I'm echoing again. But my take is
no, it's not. No one is saying that you're echoing. I don't see it in the chat.
Okay. My take is this is what happens when you let things get too far. When you entertain the idea that you can flip-flop between different genders and everything's the same. It leads this path. Now you have corporations, I guess, doing stuff for Pride Month to be inclusive. Okay. I felt because I can hear it on my end.
Oh, so now you can hear it?
Yeah, it just comes and goes. It just hold on. Let me see.
Nikki says something is picking up the broadcast. It might be a mic open somewhere that you don't even recognize.
It's only one mic. Yeah. It wasn't before and then it's again. Okay. Okay.
They saying just continue with the echo because it's like we can't keep stopping going like this because we'll be doing that for the rest of the show and we'll never get through it. We only on the second topic.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I apologize again, everything. I mean, everybody. I apologize. But this is what happens. This is what happens when you entertain, the agenda. When the academy, when you entertain the academy, this is what happens. And it's no coincidence to me that this is a black person. That's no coincidence because they're trying to tie the academy black. They keep trying to make the academy synonymous with black people. So all of their mascots are going to be black. All of them. The first cheerleader, then the first black, whatever. They keep trying to do that. That doesn't slip my mind.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that too. Like, whenever they try out individuals to be the first of this, is usually a black face that is the person that they're using. Whether it's a person who identifies as, just like you said, in the academy, and this is a part of the academy as well. And I told people, and I've even told black women several times in the past, I said, be careful of a lot of things that you decide to support because that can come back and bite you in the ass. And it's only a matter of time. And then I was looking at a stream, I forgot who it was. And they were saying, what is the the purpose of a cheerleader? The purpose of a cheerleader is to get is basically to bring morale to the team, but also the cheerleaders are also there more for eye candy for the men. So so now this is what they're going to put out there, and this is the test run. I always tell people this is a test run. Whenever there's a test run for something, then they're going to see if it works, and if it does, or sometimes in some cases if it doesn't, they're going to continue to do it anyway. And like I said, it's no irony that they did this in quote unquote Pride Month to try to push it even further. And it's like, well, it's Pride Month. We're going to put it there. There's really nothing you can say, because if you say and speak against it, then we're going to call you this, that, and the third. And I have a feeling, too, another reason they're doing this is because of what happened with those restrooms a few years ago. If y'all remember what happened a few years ago with the restrooms with North Carolina, they were going to have the NBA All-Star game there. But what happened was there was some legislation that they were trying to pass for the restrooms, like for the, I guess, the people who identify as trans, or allow them to use the same restroom as whoever they identified as, and they shut it down. They shot it down. And then they got accused of being transphobic. So what happened was, in the very last minute, they ended up moving the All-Star game from Charlotte, North Carolina to New Orleans. And that's where they ended up having it at. And I think this is their way of trying to quote unquote make up for what happened with that. I vividly, definitely remember that.
That's a possibility. I don't really follow the NFL like that. I do try to keep in touch with like the major stories and stuff like this, and stuff like the discrimination and things like that going on. But I completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I definitely
now that you bring it up, I definitely feel like that is tied to the situation going on right now with cheerleader.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess this is their way of trying to right a misdeed that they feel that happened in their eyes of what actually occurred. But I think that's actually what, or maybe a possibility of what it boils down to me. I don't think a lot of people made that correlation, because a lot of people probably forgot about it, but I definitely remember when that happened. And to those people that's in the chat, yes, we know, or who's just coming in, yes, we know that there is some echo on Afro Elite side. We've been trying to get that whole thing situated. It keeps coming and going, but we have to like keep it moving, because we've already stopped like 4 times already. Just try to get this thing together. He came out, came back in, tried everything, and is still doing it. You know, hopefully whenever we get a chance to do this again, that situation will be taken care of. That's why I say when it comes to live streams, anything can happen. You know, there's never going to be a perfect stream. But as long as y'all can still hear what we're saying, that's all that matters. So I'm just like putting that out there now as a disclaimer. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic. And the next topic is our first video of the day. As a matter of fact, I think the rest of the topics that we're discussing today are going to be video based. So in case y'all didn't hear or did not see, there was this video that came out, I want to say, I think I saw it last week, where you had this, I'm going to say that she's Dominican because of her name. Her name is Aaliyah Vasquez, and she worked as an assistant manager at a Dollar Tree in New Jersey. And she attacked this black man for, I forgot what she attacked him over or what she accused him of doing. But she viciously attacked this man, grabbed him by his lock, started dragging him and everything like that. But what got me is that the people there were trying to hold him back as if he was the one attacking her. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and play the video to this, so people can see. Hey, Afro, have you seen this video?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was
okay,
asking.
I have seen that.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play the video and let y'all get a glimpse of this is about the video is about 3.5 minutes long.
You doing too much. Why are you following him around the store like that?
You shut my fucking mouth. I want to the phone now. My nigga. Hey, you gotta go. Let's go.
Hey, that's assault. You assaulting him. Don't do nothing, Geeks. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing, Geeks. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing, Geeks. Don't do nothing, Geeks. She assaulting you.
That's what she
Don't do nothing, Geeks. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing, Geeks. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing, Geeks. Don't do nothing, Geeks. Geeks, don't do nothing. Lady, get your hands off of her. Get your hands off of her. Hey, get your hands off of her.
I did.
Get your hands off of her. Yo, get your hands off of her. Get your hands off of her. Yo, get your hands off of her.
Tell him to get off of me.
Get your hands off. His hands is off you. Get off me. His hands is off you.
Get my phone.
His hands is off you. Yo, his hands is off you. His hands is off you. Oh my God, bro. Yo, where's his phone at?
All right, yeah, go on, go. No, my nigga, you can't be doing it. No, you can't be doing it.
Yo. Get off my head. Get off my head. Get off my head. Get off
You
my
can't
head.
be doing that.
Get off my head.
She's a fucking woman. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. The fuck you doing that? The fuck you doing? You can't be doing that. We said to go. I don't give a fuck what you want. Bomba clap video. That fuck on the face. Let her go. Chill. Everybody let go.
Nobody called 911. All of that. Y'all did all of that. None of y'all called 911. Only thing y'all did was assault that man. None of y'all called 911. Only thing y'all did was assault him. That's all y'all did. That's all y'all did was assault him. That's all y'all did.
Get off my head!
That's all y'all did.
Let go! Let go!
That's all y'all did. 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 Let him go. Let him go.
Let his hair go. We're not gonna let her hit you no more. Let her hair go. Let her hair go.
I'm not gonna hit her! I'm not gonna hit her! I'm not gonna hit her! I'm not gonna hit her!
Can you just let it go? Why both of y'all just don't let it go? Y'all both grown adults. And you still want my
You got my hair!
Let go of my
Let it
phone.
go! You gotta let it go too, lady.
Okay.
Let it go, lady.
Please.
Let it go, lady.
Okay. He let him see.
Let it go.
That's it.
Let it go.
Y'all
That's it.
grown. All right. Y'all too
Give me
big
my
for
phone,
this.
All right, I got it.
It don't matter.
Okay, so y'all saw that. Some people in the chat this is probably your first time seeing this video. I know it's a very hard watch. It was very hard for me to watch. There's actually more to it than that. That was just the altercation. But the other part of the video, which I don't know where that is, she's boasting about what she did. Like once she finally leaves and he says, I'm gonna sue the store and sue her and have her arrested, what she actually did get arrested and charged with assault. She's boasting about what she did and then tries to go at the man that was recording it. Like she really thought she had balls of steel because she was able to, in her eyes, conquer this man. So now she's boasting about it. I wouldn't be surprised that she's done this before. Like you can tell that she's probably one of the people that loves to get in men's faces on that confrontational shit. But go ahead, Afro, you can give your take on it. Because I know it's a lot to unpack with that.
I can be heard clearly? Or is there an echo?
I can hear you.
Okay, well, nobody's saying this echo on my end. First off, I want to say that I used to work retail. One of the things that they tell you in retail, this goes for any job in general. You're not supposed to put your hands on anybody, even if they are shoplifting. I'm not sure if he was shoplifting or if she just assumed he was shoplifting or anything. But okay. There's an echo. I guess there's just nothing I can do.
Right. We just gonna work through it.
Yeah.
So like I said, to those in the chat, if y'all are just coming in, yes, we know and are aware there is an echo that is coming from Afro Elite side. We don't know what's going on. It's just a technical issue that just happened. It is what it is, and we just gonna work. We just gonna talk through it.
Okay. Tony, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not supposed to put your hands on any customer at all, even if they are stealing. Whether you're a man trying to stop a woman, a man trying to stop a woman, you're not supposed to physically get involved at all. Even if you do something, you can be fired. You're not supposed to grab them and hold them. Even security in most facilities aren't supposed to physically stop them. She was wrong just off jump. Secondly, one of the things that bothered me the most is that she was holding him, and the guy who I guess that was his friend or something was telling him don't put his hands on her because he knows if he hits her, then everybody would touch her side. Even though she was the one who initiated it, she was the one who was in the wrong. Everybody would have touched her side, and he probably would have went or got arrested for putting his hands on her just because he's a male and she's a female. Just off of that alone. But she had the balls to grab him and hold him down. And I didn't like the fact that the second he grabbed her because she was holding him for a decent minute. She was holding him for a while before he even grabbed her hair. And the second he grabbed her hair, then all of the other employees wanted to jump in and try to break things up. I can't when I see videos like that. When I see the woman attack the man, and nobody does anything, and then the second the man retaliates, and everybody's trying to rush to save the woman. I hate seeing that. And I feel like that's a shame because too often people find it funny when women like beat up men or women physically assault men. They are like, look at her, she's hitting him, she's whooping his ass, she's beating him up. And then the second he does anything at all, then next thing you know, everybody should be like, oh my god, we gotta stop this. I hate seeing videos like that. And they're at a Dollar Tree. Even if he was, and I'm not assuming because I don't know what happened beforehand. But even if he was, grab everything is $1. Or I guess $1.25 now. But what can he have taken? Like of that value that you're willing to put your life in danger to stop him. If he wasn't anything, you don't know, maybe he had something offensive or something. But there should have never been anything he could have done at a dollar store that caused her to put her hands on him. If anything, at the worst, she could have called the police to get him removed, told him to leave. You don't ever put your hands on anybody because you don't know. He was actually very patient. If he was somebody else, he might have wound up really hurt or even killing her. So she doesn't know. It only takes one bad time to put your hands on the wrong person, and then that's it for you. You saw the second he was standing up the whole time. The second he grabbed her, he laid her down on the floor, and he wasn't even trying to hurt her. He was just trying to like get off of me. So had that been another dude who had less patience than he did, it could have been the end of her life.
Mm-hmm. In that store. Yeah, and someone has asked someone had asked the question in the chat. I think it was Belinda Renee. She said, was there any black women in that store? Yes, it was. There were, but guess what? Did you hear them accents? They were those were some non-FBA women. I think she sounded like she was Jamaican. I definitely saw her face because her face was all in the camera. But yeah, they was telling her not to hit her and everything like that. And the thing is, you could tell he wanted to because he had his fist like balled up and like he was ready to unleash on her. One hit probably could have knocked her out. And what was I getting ready to say? I forgot my I remember it was a couple years ago. I had saw a video of it was a black man on the train where he was literally. It almost looked like he was damn near being kidnapped because he was being held by this woman. It was a black woman, and she looked like she was on something. She looked like she was on some kind of narcotic. And he was trying to get off the train, but he wouldn't let him get off. And when he was getting ready to hit her multiple times, you had people on the train, you bet not hit her, you bet not hit her. So I'm like, you're supposed to just let him just be held by this woman who's clearly off her rocker and whatever. See, like you said, is the double standard. If people want to talk about sexism, this is an example of it right here. Not what a lot of those feminists be going out there talking about, trying to be equal to men and whatnot. This is a perfect example of that. This man, in my opinion, had every right to defend himself against this obviously beastly woman. Because she wasn't even acting in feminine nature when she did that. She was being very masculine. She was being extremely masculine, and she was very proud to be nesting in it. At this point, I didn't even see a woman. I saw a man who with tits, yeah, that's basically what I saw. She might as well have been in Hall T at this point. That's what she was being. I'm glad that she got arrested. Somebody said she was arrested without bail. She got charged with assault. I don't know what the update of this is, but she should definitely be serving some jail time for sure and be getting a fine. And he has every right to sue not only her, but that store, because the other employees in there allowed it to happen. They allowed this woman to mace this man and put him in a headlock, grab and hold him by his locks and drag him through the damn store like he was some disobedient child, and then start like pinning him on the floor and start like wrestling with this guy over something that he allegedly did. And they just stood around and did absolutely nothing. But they want to talk about sexism. You can miss me with that.
Yeah. I respect the patience that he had.
He had a lot
necessarily that I would have the same amount, to be honest.
And I think like I said, if you noticed, did you see that guy? I think what made me even more mad was you had that guy in the red just kind of come out of nowhere when this guy was about to hit her and just grabbed his arm back. Like, don't hit her. You don't hit a woman. He should have got off. If he was able to get off of her, I would have leaned over to his side and knocked his ass out. Don't interrupt me when I'm trying to defend myself, because then you're going to get it 10 times more than they are. That's one thing. That part right there in the video is bad enough, but the people around this situation made it worse. That's what probably made me as mad as the situation itself, was the people that was trying to keep him from defending himself. That's what I hate. That's why I said that whole double standard when it comes to the male and female gender is you can have a woman act in the way that she does because she's a woman, but the minute that a man builds up all his testosterone and that XY chromosome unleashes, oh, why did you hit her? She's a woman. So you mean to tell me that she was just allowed to do what she did, but the minute he's trying to get her off of him, now it's a problem. I don't give a damn. I would have took the charge that day, and I'm willing to guarantee you that my charges probably wouldn't have stuck, because I have the video evidence on my side that this woman was like literally in a way, not in a way, but she was assaulting me. And if I had to pay a fine, that's a fine I would be glad to pay. How much is it? Okay, this much. Boom, there you go. I'm gonna still walk out of there with my dignity intact, knowing that I defended myself. I don't give a damn who it is. And like I said, I'm willing to bet that she does this often and has probably gotten away with it. That's why they say you got to be careful sometimes around a lot of women that go and were probably raised around a lot of men or hang out with a lot of men, not because, because you hear stories like some women say that when they grew up, they didn't hang around a lot of girls. And I know why they say this, because they didn't want a lot of drama. But a lot of them grow up to be like that, where now they think they are one of the guys. Hell, she's probably mad she has to pee sitting down. That probably pisses her off.
Probably.
It probably pisses her off. It probably pisses her off. Go ahead.
Okay, I hate to cut you off, but this is not. I can see if this was like a one-time thing where we barely would hear stories like this. This happens often, to be honest. I've seen multiple videos where the woman is attacking the man for whatever reason, whether they're getting into an argument or whether she assumes he's shoplifting or for whatever reason, even though it's not acceptable for whatever reason, she's putting her hands on him in as men, naturally we're going to be stronger. The average man is naturally going to be stronger. So he's not doing anything at first. But as a human being, you just naturally have an instinct to defend yourself. As a human being, whether you're stronger or not. Okay, I know I have an echo.
Like I said, we know
as
that
a human being. Whether you're stronger or not, there's only so much you're going to allow somebody to hit you. You're not gonna get beat up just because somebody is of the opposite sex. Whether you're a man or a woman, a couple hits you might be able to brush it off. But if somebody repeatedly hitting you, if somebody repeatedly holding your hair, you're gonna as a human being, you're gonna get up. So you're gonna want to defend yourself, and you're gonna hit them. And I've seen many times when the woman instigates a situation, everybody's like in the background, like doing like, ooh, look at that, or laughing and joking, everything's fun and games then. And then when a guy steps up and defends himself, then it's, oh my God, let's rush in and save her. He's beating her up. I've seen that too often. And I feel like the women need to be calling this out a lot. Because I don't think this most women wouldn't do this at all. I don't believe most women would do this. But the women in the store, I don't think they probably would have done it. But the fact is that they allowed it to happen. That is their problem. They allowed it to happen because they watched all the way up until he put his hands on her. Then they wanted to jump in. They should have jumped in and told her to stop before. And to be honest, it probably escalated way before she actually put her hands on him. But I don't know. I didn't see what happened before.
Yeah. Before we go any further, let me give a shout out to Gnome King for the super chat. He said, I was raised to never hit a female, but I will beat the hell out of one without hesitation. If they put their hands on me, anyone who jumps in gets popped. Yeah, like something like if sometimes it may come to that. And like I said, if you catch the charge that day, you know, you do what you got to do and see if you can get out of that situation. If you can have evidence on your side, and there's more than enough evidence right here. But I'm gonna try to follow up with this story because now I know her name, because a lot of people didn't even know to put her name out there, but I found out her name because that was the only way I could even retrieve this video. Type in keywords into Google like Dollar Tree, New Jersey fight, and then put it in, and then it came up. But her name, in case people didn't know, is Aaliyah Vasquez. That last name, Vasquez. So they're just putting that out there. But now we're gonna move on to the next story. And this one's coming out of Michigan, and this one has a little video attached to it, but it also has an article that I'm gonna read as well. Basically, what happened was we had this 12-year-old PC boy walk into this store, and he with the attempt to rob it, and I think he did. As you can see, this is the worker right here, this is the boy, and this is just the customer right here. So I'm gonna play this right quick, and I'll go into the article, and then we'll discuss.
Money in the bag. What? Money in the bag. Are you serious? Yeah. Here, get out, Brian. Here, take it.
Okay, so y'all saw that right there. So he walked in the store, he put the bag on the counter and said, put the money in the bag. And she's like, are you serious? Because she thought he was joking. She said, are you serious? And he was saying, yeah. And when she went to go get whatever he wanted in the bag, he felt she wasn't moving fast enough. So he pointed that gun up in the air and fired off a warning shot into the ceiling. And if you looked at his reaction, he was kind of shook his damn self that the gunshot was that loud. I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of them goddamn Call of Duty trolls. You know, a lot of them like to carry that shit over into real life. But one thing I wanted to say before I actually get into the article itself is this is a 12-year-old out of Michigan. Remember how old Tamir Rice was, and he was in the next state over in Ohio, 12 years old. He was basically killed in drive-by formation off of the assumption that he had a real gun, and he was killed in like what 1.5 seconds. Like literally, they hopped out the car and popped him right there in the park, right there with his sister. Meanwhile, this individual walks into the store, armed robbery with a real gun, and fires one off in the air and just walks out of the store after he gets what he wants. But let me go ahead and pull up the article so we can get some more context behind it. It says a 12-year-old boy fired a gun while robbing a gas station in Michigan Wednesday, according to police, and the wild incident was caught on video. Surveillance footage shared by police shows the middle school student standing near the front register and firing one round into the air. According to police, the clerk ended up handing over a bag containing $5,000 in cash. The boy was arrested just a few blocks away from the store. He reportedly told officers he took the gun from his father's locked safe. Authorities says the boy faces a long list of charges and may be tried as an adult. Afro, what do you have to say about that?
Okay. I'm still echoing, but I gotta say it's interesting that you don't see Fox News or any of these conservative news channels talking about how the parents need to be better. They talk about how the youth is damaged and he's an errant criminal and where is the father? And I find it very questionable that a 12-year-old has the key or the code to their father's gun safe, to his father's gun safe. That's very odd to me. If I was the police, I would be questioning the father, and I feel like that a lot of times when it comes to these juvenile delinquents, these PC juvenile delinquents, their parents always get a pass. All the time, they always get a pass. So I find that very interesting because I wouldn't have a code or what's the thing? The code or a key to my father's safe, to his gun safe of all things. So clearly his dad had to give that to him. So why would his dad give him the code to his gun safe?
Yeah, exactly. He did have to get somehow in there because they said that the safe was locked. It wasn't like it was just wide, like open or cracked, and he could have just easily just opened it up, got the gun, and just walked out of the house. He had, like you said, to have a key or the code, which most safes nowadays have code. So he had to have the code in order to get into the lock. And his dad probably told him what the code was, just in case someone it may be a thing where they allow him to stay home by himself. Because I'll admit, when I was 12 years old, that's when my parents started allowing me to stay home by myself. It could be a thing where they allow him to stay home by himself, and they said, here's the code to the safe for the gun, just in case anything might happen. So that could be a thing right there. However, this was not one of those situations. He went in there, took that gun out of that safe because he intended to go rob this store. This was premeditated. He went in there and stood in that store, stood in that line with that black book bag that he put on the counter. When he took that bag and put it on that counter, that was already the premeditation part for me. He came in there with the intent of robbing that store. And that's exactly what he did. Of course, he didn't get very far because he was shortly arrested later, and I'm sure they returned all the money back to the store. Well, I don't know if they did because that would be considered evidence, but he didn't get very far to the point where he would be able to spend any of the money that he took. So that's my only takeaway as far as how or why he would have the security code to the safe. But we can clearly see, his life was not in any danger. If anything, it was the worker and anybody else who was in the store. And he, you can tell he was comfortable. Like, he shot that one shot into the air like it was nothing. Like I said, he kind of jumped a little bit because he probably didn't expect it to sound like that or have that recoil the way that it did. But he put it down there, and you hear what he said. He just put the bag on the counter, pointed the gun at her. She said, "Are you serious?" And he was like, "Yes." He said it I always tell people, pay attention to tone. He did not sound scared. He sounded like he was going in there with a mission. Like, he knew what he was about to do. He was ready for it. And this is the thing that I keep talking about when it comes to privilege for PC individuals. He was so comfortable doing this because he knew that it was a grand possibility that he would not be killed. He knew that if he got away with it, he most likely would get arrested, but he knew that there would not be any physical harm to him that could probably put him out of his misery. And that's why you cannot tell me that PC does not understand the privilege that they have in this establishment. They can sit here and try to say that white privilege isn't a thing all they want. They can think we were born at last night. But they're not fooling anybody. They're not fooling me. They're not fooling you or anybody else in this chat that's listening to the sound of my voice. They know exactly the type of privilege that they have in this establishment. He knew as a white male in America who is a preteen who will soon grow up to be an adult, an adult, what level of privilege he has in this establishment to allow him to go into this store with a gun, throw a bag on the counter, demand money, shoot a round in the air, and walk out of that store. Notice he didn't even run out the store. And also, he didn't have a mask on. He did not conceal his image. He knew. You know, most people who go and rob stores, they will hide their face so they don't give themselves away. He walked in there completely uncovered. He was like, yeah, I know there's surveillance cameras in here. All stores have surveillance cameras. I know I have this gun. I know it's real. I know what I came here to do. And I'm going to get what I want. I'm not even going to run out of here like I'm scared. I'm going to walk out. And that's exactly what he did. He walked out of that store as calm as he walked in. It was almost like it was a routine thing for him, as if he knocked over a couple of stores before he got there and probably was planning to knock over a couple more. So he knows at 12 years old, he knows 12 years old. Like, when was that? 12 years old. He was born in what? 2010. So yeah, he definitely knows his position in society at a very young age.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I hope I'm not echoing. I hope I'm not. But I will say one thing though. I'll definitely say this. I find it very, it's almost a good thing that we have stories like this so we can compare the difference between how they treat black people and how they treat PC people, because there's the narrative that the police they only have seconds to react, and they have families to go home to. They're so scared, and police have such a dangerous job all the time, and it's just black people who are just so violent, and that's why police kill black people because we're just so violent, and nobody else does anything close to what we do. So we have stories like this, and I'm not saying it's a good story, it's a bad story, of course. All stories like this are bad, but it's good that we can use these as comparison stories, because with Tamir Rice, who was not committing a crime at all, nobody reported that a crime was even committed. It's not like he fit the description of someone who committed a crime. It was just a boy in a park. It looked like he could have had a gun or a real gun. Mm-hmm. And the police came and almost killed him like a drive-by.
Yeah.
But they were scared. They were scared of Tamir Rice and the fact that he had a gun. This PC delinquent, and I'm trying to be very nice with what I'm saying, because I can call him a whole lot of other names. He not only had the goal to rob a store, he shot a fire off in the air. He literally shot one off in the air. Like he was super, like a hardened criminal at the age of 12. And he didn't get shot, tased, beaten up by a police dog, or harmed in any way whatsoever. He gets taken alive. But these stories we compare, and you can clearly see there's a 90-day difference between how they treat black people and how they treat CC people.
And not only that, what happened with Tamir Rice, we found out what his name was. This kid right here, we don't even know his name. We just know that he's 12 years old. He's PC. He went into a store in Michigan to robbed it, had a real gun, fired a round in the air, and walked out. That's all we know. We don't know his name. Now, had this been a black kid that had did this, it'll be interesting if they got out alive, but we would know everything. We would probably even know their whole rundown history. We would have found out like the time, when they were born, where they were born at, their parents' history, if they've been suspended from school, because that's what they did with Trayvon Martin. to try to justify what George Zimmerman did to him. You know, they said that he was suspended from school for smoking weed and fighting and all types of stuff. They basically played up on the thing that he was a delinquent and he deserved it, which had absolutely nothing to do with the situation. So when they did that to Tamir Rice, they tried to age him. Remember, they tried to say he was 18 when he was 12. I'm like, you look at this. I said, you actually think this babyface boy is 18? Are you kidding me? I mean, I know black people, you know, they say black don't crack, but goddamn, like, use your eyes. This kid does not look nobody's 18. Nobody would believe he was 18. It's unfortunate because if Tamir Rice had lived, he would be 18 or 19 today. That's the crazy part about it. If he was still alive today, he would be 18 or 19 now. So, you know, unfortunately, he's going to be eternally 12. But this kid right here, he might live to be 18 or 19. So, yeah. Hell, even Trayvon Martin didn't live to see 18. He was 17. And if Trayvon Martin was alive, he would be in his 20s right now. He would be probably maybe 25, somewhere around that range. It's crazy to think about how much older black youth would have been if they weren't taken out by these race soldiers and these wannabe race soldiers. I'm looking at you, George Killerman, because that's my nickname for him, because he is a killer. But let's move on. And now, Afro, we moving on to the story that the reason why you're here. And video, okay, it's this video right here for those who are in the chat. There was this TikTok video that went viral last week of this woman dumping ashes into a river because apparently her boyfriend cheated on her. So she took his mother's ashes in this urn and dumped it into the water. Now, when I saw the video, I was like, that's crazy that this actually happened. But then when I looked at the article itself, I said, is this the same woman or is this someone reenacting what happened? But I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I don't have the audio turned up because it's some music playing in the background, and I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. So y'all will see it for yourself right here. And all it's going to do is play in a loop for like a minute straight. So there it is right there. So there it is right there. And I was questioning myself, was this the same woman or not? And I had asked you, Afro, do you think that this was the same woman or not that did it? Because when I look at her, it's kind of hard to tell because she's from the side. But then when I look at the picture of the woman who was arrested for doing this story came out at the beginning of May, but this video showed up on the scene in the first week of June. And I'm saying to myself, is this the same thing or is this a person reenacting what happened from the story? Because if this was the same video, why didn't that come out around the time that the story broke over a month ago? So it was kind of like a touch and go for me. But I'm going to read the article. It's a very short one. And then we'll discuss, because I know this is what you really wanted to talk about. It says, woman arrested after throwing boyfriend's ashes into Lake Worth. A Fort Worth woman has been charged with abuse of a corpse after throwing her boyfriend's mother's ashes into Lake Worth. According to Fort Worth Police Department, the suspect, 40-year-old Augustine Gladney, threw the ashes belonging to 38-year-old Ernest Smith's mother into the lake on Monday evening. Police said Smith informed officers when he returned home on Monday shortly after 7 p.m. he discovered that his mother's urn was missing. And that's a picture of her right there. I don't know why she's crying. Smith told officers that he overheard a phone conversation between Gladney and her daughter, who was at their home at the time. According to police, Smith said heard Gladney tell her daughter over the phone that she threw the urn into the lake. Police said Smith informed officers that he was unable to make contact with Gladney until almost midnight on Monday evening. Smith stated that Gladney texted him admitting she had thrown his mother's ashes in the lake. According to police, Gladney was charged with abuse of a corpse Wednesday. And this was posted May 6th. Now, remember, the video got posted last week. That's why I said, is that a person reenacting what happened or is it the same person? But I don't even think that's the same person, but they're reenacting what occurred. But go ahead, Afro, because this is the story right here that me and you was discussing, which is the reason why you're up here today.
Thank you. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Once again, those who are coming in, I apologize for the echo. I've tried to do everything I could, but it just doesn't seem like I can fix it. So I'm just going to talk through it. There's so first off, when I looked at the video and then I saw the mugshot, I questioned if that was the same person. I was like, okay, maybe it took a little bit of time for the video to go viral and people get arrested. You know, maybe it's a week or so and she changed her, because I know the hair is different and the skin tone is a little different too. So I was like, okay, well, you know, cameras can make you look different because it's this side you didn't see face. So
and she has shades on too.
You said what?
And she has shades on too.
Yeah, you're right. So I had sent you that, and then you told me that the dates don't really match up. So I was like, okay, well, somebody must be enacting what happened. I don't know if those were fake, the reenactment or whatnot, but that was very disrespectful. That was very disrespectful. And to be honest, can you be surprised that somebody would cheat on her? And I'm not saying that cheating is bad. I'm not saying that cheating isn't bad. That's what I mean. But can you really be surprised that somebody would cheat on a person who would throw your mother's ashes to a lake?
Mm-hmm.
Can you be surprised that somebody's not going to be completely loyal to that individual?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This was when this video first popped up and I saw the comments and everything, people was going in on her, like, and rightfully so. Like, if someone's cheating on you, like the people said in the chat, just leave. Like, that's the easiest, most strategic thing to do, is to leave. Don't grab your soon-to-be ex's mother's urn and throw her ashes into the river. Like, what did his mother do to you? For all we know, if y'all was together at a moment when his mother was alive, she probably liked you. But like, this was the ultimate form of disrespect, because she literally took away the last part or the last memory he has of his mother. His mother's not coming back. So literally, I can see why she got charged with the disrespect of a corpse, because that's his mother's body in an urn, in ash form, because they had to cremate her. That was so literally when she dumped her boyfriend's ashes, her boyfriend's mother's ashes into the river. She was literally dumping a dead body over into the water. That's literally the equivalent of what she was doing. That was so disrespectful. I do not feel bad for, and look at her age. She is 40 years old. I don't even hear stories of women half her age doing some shit like this. And the thing is, people get cheated on every single day for a multitude of different reasons, but never have I ever come across a story where a woman was so mad that her husband was cheating on her that she took his mother's ashes and dumped it in the water and then threw the urn into the water with it. I can't even imagine what was going through this man's mind when he discovered that. He probably wanted to take her out. He probably did. They probably had to quickly arrest her because they knew he would be coming for her. And I hope they throw her ass in jail or keep her locked up for a long ass time. I'm
starting you off.
You go ahead.
But not just you have to think. What if he had siblings too? You're not getting back at him. What about all the other people, her other family members who feel disrespected? You just disrespected somebody's entire family, not just the person you were trying to get back at, but any other kid you might have, any siblings, her parents that are alive, everybody who knew her and loved her. That's disrespectful to everybody knew.
Exactly. Good point. Or, like if she was married, her husband, like you said, if he had any siblings, that's her children. If she had any grandkids, that's their grandmother. So it was more than just her dumping her boyfriend's ashes into the water. You were dumping the matriarch of their family into the water. Like that's all they had. That's all he had left of his mother. That was his mother. Literally, that was her. Because I was saying some people in the chat, I said, and I agree. If that was me, her ass would have been going right over in that water, and she would have found a way to scoop every bit of ash in that water and put it back in that urn. And if she failed doing it, so be it. It just is what it is. But yeah, that was, oh yeah, I can see why that had you heated. It had a lot of people heated. Like that was one of the ultimate forms of disrespect. She is definitely a Blacarian. Y'all know I do my Blacarian videos. She definitely
to the highest degree.
She would fit in. If I had discovered this story when it first happened, she definitely would have gone into that category for sure. Now, with that being said, we got one more video to discuss. This was going to be the last one, but I came across this one today. And shout out to our brother Seiji Hito, because he actually did a video about this today. And we know, speaking of Karens, we know Karen, and some may call them, I call them Karen and Kyle. We know who they are. But what if Karen and Kyle was a bit melanated? Because there are some out there. And you're about to see two of them right here in this video. So there was a video that Seiji Hito posted up today where you had these two individuals right here, these two knuckleheads, here's the main one right here, got so upset because they wanted to go to Cold Stone to get some ice cream and then got mad at the customers. Mind you, got mad at the employees. And mind you, the employees are like teenagers. They got mad at them because they came in 1 minute before they were set to close. Now, the Cold Stone, I believe, closed at 8:30. They trotted their ass up in there at 8:29 to try to get some damn ice cream and got mad because the employees would not serve them. I'm like, 8:29, we close in literally a minute. We already started closing, probably 10 minutes before you walk through that door. So let me go ahead and play this. And I don't think this is the whole video because it says part 2 right here, but I can't find part 1 and if there's any other part after. But this one right here pretty much encompasses a good chunk of it. And before I go any further, again, shout out to CinemaStar 808 for the super chat.
And for you to act like a little dickhead and do that kind of shit to me,
if we look at the cameras,
service to me,
if we look at the cameras and you come in at 8:30, what's gonna happen?
I came in at 8:29.
You did not serve our systems and our phones. I walked out at 8:30 because I'm making ice cream.
Listen,
I came out to finish
you
with the
had us
customers
waiting
and you walked out.
You
We
had
told
us
you we
waiting
were
in line.
closed.
You had us waiting in line.
We can't lock customers in. We physically can't.
At the door just like you were.
But we were all busy. The line was all the way at the end.
There's a sign on the door that says exactly what time we open,
We
exactly
came
what
at
time.
8:29.
You came at 8:30 on the dot
So-
because.
Still, like, it's one, like,
It's
one
one fucking minute.
Yeah, but we want to go home.
That's fine, but this
We
is
can't, because if we let you in, we let everybody in.
We let you in at 8:30 on the dot.
My daughter, who is 4 years old,
And you
here
want to
from
do this shit in front of our fucking,
Happy
in our,
accident. This
I don't
is
give a
our
fuck
first
about your
time
phone, you
meeting
dumb
each
bitch. You want to do
You're
this
not
shit?
recording us
You
first.
do this shit?
Like, this is crazy.
You guys can leave because we can call the cops if you want, honestly. All right. You want him? Excuse you. Excuse you. You want him? Nigga, Pink the only guy that we have
You're a
here?
grown-ass man.
Are you serious?
You already fucking offended me.
Excuse you. You can leave, sir. We can really call the cops. You're going to threaten a kid? A
He's
minor.
a child.
A minor.
You're going to get fired. You're
I'm
going
not
to
going
get fired.
anywhere.
gonna get
We
fired.
are not
Give me
going
the number to
anywhere.
corporate.
That's fine.
What are your names?
Okay. So, so Afro, you saw that. Is this your first time seeing this?
Yeah. This
you
can
hear
me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. This is your first time seeing
I
this?
think I saw the echo. Because I don't hear it. Yeah, this is my first time seeing that. This is my first. I'm like almost in disbelief. Like this is like or something. This is like a real thing that really happened.
Yeah, this really happened. This was recent. This video just came out this week, and I saw it today. Like I said, shout out to Seiji Hito because that's how I found out about it. I said I got to throw this one in here because I want to see what Afro got to say because it's fairly new. You probably haven't seen it. A lot of the people in the chat probably didn't see it either. But this shows you right here that Karen and Kyle can be black too, and that's exactly what they were acting like. Like these two, and he was the main one, as you can see. He was the main one. Literally coming into the Cold Stone At 8:29, like he claims, they close at 8:30. What made you think they was going to serve you? They're closing. They're about to close. You saw the sign on the door, like the person said in the video. They said the sign is on the door, what time they open and what time they close. They close at 8:30. You come in at allegedly 8:29. The person behind the counter says, no, you came in at 8:30. They're closed. Like, there's already started to close everything up. They're not going to open it back up just for you. And then you come in there with an attitude. Then the woman talking about, we have our 4-year-old daughter. Well, I kind of feel bad for her if she's being raised by people like you. By the way, because right now I can't tell who is the 4-year-old and who is the adult. Because right now this tantrum that you're throwing, this roid rage that you clearly are having is unacceptable. And then on top of that, you are an adult coming at a teenager like that, talking, and then call one of them a bitch, and then was literally making it seem like he was going to jump over the counter and start fighting a kid. Like, that's crazy. Over some damn ice cream. You could have literally just went to the store, because I'm sure there was a store open, and got you some damn ice cream, or be mindful of your time and come back tomorrow. The Cold Stone will still be there. It's not a life or death situation. It's some damn ice cream. We've all had Cold Stone before, I believe. And we know that Cold Stone makes some damn good ice cream. But guess what? They're not the only ones that make ice cream. You could have went somewhere else and got something that was open. Or you could have been mindful of your time and see on the door, oh, they're about to close. I'm not even going to bother coming in. And the thing is, when they were about to come in, the people working at the front, the employees probably told them, look, hey, we're about to close. We're not serving anybody. Because you see someone in the background there. He probably was their last customer. Hey, look, we're closed. We're not serving anybody else. And all you had to do was say, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. That's it. That would have been the mature thing to do. Oh, but what you had to do, pull out your phone. Man, you a bitch. I'm gonna get you fired. You're gonna get fired. Like what? Like, what are we doing here? And a shout out to Cinnamon Star 808 for the super chat again. But that is absolutely ridiculous. Over some ice cream. Really? This is what we're doing now? This is what you chose violence today because of that. And then threaten to do bodily harm to a teenager. Like, this guy is racking up impossible charges and doesn't even realize it. You're threatening a child, because a minor is still technically a child. Then you're threatening to have people fired because you didn't know you didn't know what time it was. And like they said, you saw the time on the door when you walked in. You knew they were about to close, and you felt that they were just going to. Because the thing is, when it comes to Cold Stone, if y'all know how they do with Cold Stone, it's a bit of a process when they're doing that ice cream. Shout out to Tether to Assassin for the super sticker. And then on top of that, when it comes to making the ice cream, it's 3 of y'all there. That means they have to have 3 different orders. And kids, they like to be extra with this stuff sometimes. They're trying to get up out of there. They're trying to leave and go home for the day. And you come in here into my place where I work and do that. If it's one thing I hate when it comes to customers or in jobs where you have to deal with people like that, is when they try to tell you how to do your damn job. That shit will make me want to take off my name tag and forget that I'm working there and start throwing hands. That is one of the biggest pet peeves I ever have when it comes to working. Is when people come and try to tell you how to do your job and you've never done a job like this before a day in your life. Who are you? You're not the one that hired me. You don't work in HR. And I hope that whoever runs this Cold Stone, they find out who these 2 are, especially him, and they bring up charges on them. They need charges brought up on both of them, more so him, because he was the one that made the threats. He needs charges brought up on him ASAP. But that was my little rant right there. You can go ahead. I'm sorry. I got, sometimes I can get worked up when it comes to stuff like this, but you go ahead.
I just want to focus on everything because when it comes to Cold Stone, it's like you said, it's a process to make it. Not like they can just take a scoop or two of ice cream in the bowl and toss it to you on your way. They actually have a machine. They have like a freezer table or something like that, and they prepare the ice cream on the freezer table. So most of the time, right before they close, they turn off all the machines. So this is okay. Well, you can hear me. So
yeah. Everybody, we almost at the end. This is the last topic.
Yeah. Most of the time, they turn up the machines beforehand. They turn off the machines beforehand. So you you can't hear. I mean, you can't hear. If the machines are turned off, and especially the freezer, that probably means by the time they probably turn it off like a couple minutes or so before the store closed. Damn. I'm sorry. I'm getting slightly distracted. I know I'm echoing, family.
Hold on right quick, y'all. Everybody in the chat, we know there is an echo coming on from his side. There is a technical issue. We don't know what it is. We tried everything in the beginning of the show, but it just kept echoing with everything that we tried to do. We know there's an echo. This is the last topic. I would suggest that if you do not want to hear the echo, you can leave. That is the option. No one is forcing you to stay. Continue.
Thank you. Most when it comes to freezer, you want to make ice cream. Most of the time, because I worked at McDonald's before, and when it comes to like the grill, when you make patties and sandwiches and fryers, they tend to turn that off a little bit before they close, because everybody wants to hurry up and clean up to leave. These teenagers, they want to hurry up and leave. So more than likely, they already turned off the freezer, like the freezer table, before they probably turned it off like 10 minutes or so, because you would think nobody's really gonna come in and get ice cream in the last minute. So more than likely, they turned it off after they served that one customer who was already in the store. They're like, okay, you're our last customer. We're turning everything off, and they probably already putting the utensils and all that stuff away to get washed. They don't want to bring back out for a customer who literally came in according to him 1 minute before they closed. Mm-hmm. Most likely, and I don't believe he did. I believe he probably just got lucky and they forgot to lock doors at 8:30. Like, oh, the doors unlocked, they must be open. Yeah. And even still, let's say I've ran into this before with multiple different stores where they will close. In my opinion, like 5 minutes or maybe even early. Okay, that's okay. I've been to different restaurants where they would close like 30 minutes early. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I don't think unless you're like a whole restaurant, like sitting down restaurant. I don't see how you should be closing 30 minutes early. But okay. Because this is your establishment, and you can do whatever you want with your establishment. You can close a whole hour and a half if you wanted to. I don't have right to get anything from you. You don't have. It's not your right. It's not my right to serve ice cream. I hate that you have work at fast food or other establishments like this. You have rude customers who act entitled. This dude is literally acting like he pays taxes to Cold Stone. Or he has a monthly subscription to the Cold franchise, and he deserves to have ice cream anytime he wants ice cream. No, sir, you are on the same level as every customer. The same rule apply to you. Apply to every customer. You can't come in if it's closed. And even if you come in, the employees do have a right to deny you service. If they say, hey, you're acting rude, you're cursing people out, you're threatening people, we deny, you're gonna have to leave. This dude is literally acting like he's really willing to risk going to jail over ice cream. Like this is like when I first saw it, I know you would if it was a skit, but I'm like, is this real? Is this dude a grown man? Is he really gonna like risk getting charged with him for some ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's insane.
That was that ego talking. Like, and the thing is, he felt like he's like this adult, even though in this moment he wasn't acting like it. And he came in there, walking in like swole and everything. He felt he could intimidate the workers. Like I said, the workers are teenagers. Like you heard the boy in the background, he was saying, "Do you know how old I am?" He said, "Do you know how old I am?" He's basically saying, if you even swing on me and say you swing and it doesn't even connect, that's attempted assault on a minor. Bump just regular assault. You're attempting to assault a minor, a person of a certain age. That's not a good look. And then on top of that, you're doing that in front of your 4-year-old child. Like a child watching a grown child, as far as I'm concerned, hitting another child. Over, like you said, over some ice cream. And you brought up a good point, when it comes to them closing and turning off the machines and all of that kind of stuff right there. When they turn that stuff off, it is off and will not be turned back on until the next day when they're getting ready to open. That is it. They're done for the day. They're trying to get out. They've already, had a long day. They're ready to just go home, kick back, do whatever it is that they're going to do. If they come back in the next day, just start it all over again, or whenever they come back in. To have to deal with this right as they are getting ready to close, after they've already had a long day as it is, I could not imagine how stressed out they had to be in that moment. Well, this guy's definitely gone viral because I'm looking in the corner because I didn't peep it until now. This video got 6.8 million views.
Oh man.
In a very short amount of time. 6.8 million views. That's 6.8 million pair of eyes that have seen this video and shared it all over the internet. And as we all know, the internet is global, so it's probably people overseas who've seen it. I know the people who own Cold Stone have definitely probably seen it. So I hope some authorities have seen it as well. And if I were those teenagers, I would find a way to get a damn good lawyer, because they have a win on their hands. For real. Them kids might get broke off, to be quite honest. If I was him, he would be paying a fine to every last one of them workers, especially the boy that he threatened, because he was the one that he was threatening to do bodily harm to him. Like he got bucked with him, like he was going to come across the counter and hit him. And also knowing that they're teenagers, their parents, and if they have any siblings, they need to check his ass too. Because you are, like I said, you are a quote unquote grown man coming at some kids over some damn ice cream. Like that, honestly, if I made this into a separate video, that might have been the title, over some damn ice cream. That probably would have been the title of the video, honestly speaking. Man, it's some damn weirdos out here. I don't even know what state this happened in. I don't know what state or city this was in, but really it doesn't matter. But moreover, it's embarrassing. Like I'm like, does this guy, he like I said, when something is out on the internet, it's out there forever. He's going to have to live with this moment for the rest of his life, knowing that he went into a Cold Stone and acted a whole ass in front of some kids over some damn ice cream in a place that was about to close. That's going to follow him for the rest of his life. I hope it follows him all the way down to his damn employment if he's working. Like I hope that this literally, I hope this really affects him.
What I find very interesting. I'm looking at the screenshot right now, right?
Yeah.
The guy had the audacity to record. He's recording the interaction that we're seeing the video from the employee's perspective. Could you tell this is behind the counter? So this is the employee's point of view and their camera. But this dude is recording like he thought he was gonna get them fired. He thought he was right in this situation.
You
tell how slow this guy is.
Yeah, that was a very, like I said, that was a very Karen thing of him to do. Like, that's why I said the Karen and the Kyle can come in various shades. And in this moment right here, we saw the black version of both of them. Like I said, the woman, she said some things. But he was the main component of this. And what made it worse is that in some aspects, she really did not stop him. She allowed him to go on his, as I like to call it, his menstrual rant. Because in this moment, you would think he was on his period, and he was trying to, he was plugged in. But in this, like, she didn't really stop him at that moment. Because in her mind, she felt he was in the right too. So, like I said, both of them were wrong. He was wrong for, getting loud and getting in their face, and she was wrong for not stopping him. Like, really, you allowed your husband or whoever this man is to you to go off like that on some kids while you're in front of your child. And then that's the other thing part right there. This is what made me mad at her. She tried to use her 4-year-old daughter, their 4-year-old daughter, as a bargaining chip to get that ice cream. We brought our 4-year-old in here. Like, think of our child. Think of our child. That was the finesse. Because if they had to give their child ice cream, they would have to get ice cream too. So I did not like that she did that. I did not like that she used her child as a form of a finesse to try to get ice cream. Excuse me? That's all I was saying. Like, no, if we're not serving you, if we're not going to serve your child who's there with you, then we're not going to serve you either. And we know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. We are closed. Come back tomorrow. And now that we've seen this, he also would be banned for life from this location. And if it was up to me and say that I was like the owner of Cold Stone, he would get banned from every Cold Stone in the establishment. I'm not talking about just this one or the ones or any others inside of the county or the city or the state, but everyone. Like, put his face on the goddamn Cold Stone cup. You see this guy? Don't let him come in your store. That's just me, though. But you got any? I definitely agree to say about this.
With the story. Let me see. I'm sorry about the echo. I don't know.
Yeah, you good. We understand. Like, to the people that's aware, they get it. They're not. A lot of them really aren't complaining about the echo anymore unless they just now coming in. But for the most part, everybody who's been here for the long haul already are aware of the echo and they just dealing with it. Hopefully, next time this won't be an issue. And the thing is, this has never been an issue until today. So it's not like it's an ongoing thing. But you got anything else you want to say about it or not?
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
Okay. I'm not. Hold on. Why's my You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Thing is, because I was all like, I hear do that.
Hold on, Avril. Now it's like you're kind of going in and out. Like you're kind of coming in a little bit, then you're going out. You're in and out.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, shout out to Adrian Thomas for the super chat. Said, what's a touring the panel in the chat? Shout out to you, and I appreciate the dono. Hey, the stream is almost over. This is the last story. I wanted him to get his last words in, but I don't know what the hell is going on. Where it's like now it's like his audio is going in and out.
Yeah, this it's getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm gonna be because this is something I've experienced when I was working at McDonald's when they would complain about, oh my god, I had such a long day and I just want an ice cream. But the thing is that once you turn those machines off, first as an employee, you're not supposed to turn it back on. Mm-hmm. That's supposed to be the morning shift that comes in and turns it back on.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. Number two, when it comes to ice cream, if you turn it off and the table gets warm, even if you turn it right back on, it's gonna take a while for the machine to get cold and so you can actually mix the ice cream together. So even if they did want to help and give them ice cream, it would take a while anyway. Well, that's why they were like, no, you literally came too late. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And They probably was like a Dunkin' Donuts or something like which probably isn't as good as Cold Stone, but there was places you could go to get some ice cream.
Yeah,
they didn't have Apple there.
You talking about like if they went to Dunkin', to Dunkin' and they went to the Baskin Robbins that's like connected to it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. And also one other thing that we forgot to mention too is they are so done for the day because you have to clean those machines. And I've actually heard, and you probably heard it too, because you said you used to work at McDonald's. The mystery is up, or the jig is up. We now know why at McDonald's, why a lot of McDonald's, especially the ones if you like live in like the hood or in a lot of black areas, why they don't be serving ice cream. It's not because the machines are not working. It's because they don't want to clean them damn machines. I found that out like a few months ago. They said a lot of people who work at McDonald's don't want to serve ice cream, not because the machine is broke. It's because they don't want to clean that machine. Because from what I've heard, they said the cleanup of that machine is a hassle. So
it is.
So you got to think when it comes to those machines with the ice cream, they probably have already cleaned that machine up. They're not going to re-dirty up that machine. It's done. Once that machine is clean, it's off, they're done for the day. That's it. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
If you feel some type of way about it, then you just, hey, it is what it is.
I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret about McDonald's real quick. A lot of the times when they say the ice cream machine isn't working, they're only saying that because they don't feel like cleaning the ice cream machine. They do not feel like cleaning the ice cream machine because it takes so much work to get it clean. Mm-hmm. You have to take all of the pieces out, and they got like small little pieces. You have to literally break the machine down and wash each piece individually. And they want to do that like an hour or so before they close. That's why when you guys go like late at night, all of the most of the McDonald's says is gone. Like, the ice cream machine isn't working. Late at night is not working. In the afternoon it is, but at night it stops working. Because they don't, at night people want to leave. So they tend to take the ice cream machine down before, like an hour or two before the McDonald's actually close. So that way they can get caught up with everything and leave. So I know when you come into like an establishment, like an ice cream establishment, like Cold Stone that actually serves the ice cream, they're gonna stop. Because the machines are already down. The probably the spoons are in the sink. They're not doing that. And even if they did decide to do that, you don't have, as a customer, you don't have a right to be served. That's not your right. And this dude recorded in front of his child. Now, how does his child's probably going to get bullied all through his damn childhood because his dad went viral over ice cream? It was like you really thought you was doing something to protect your child, and you wound up embarrassing your child probably for the rest of his life.
It was a girl, Afro. Can you hear me? Oh shit.
I can't can you hear me? I can't
I can hear you, but I can't but I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, now I can't hear you. That's interesting.
Yeah, oh, damn. You know what? You had something right.
That's why. Okay.
What?
You can speak now. My fault.
Okay. What I was saying was I was trying to correct you. It was a girl. It was a girl.
Okay, I can hear you.
I was trying to correct you and said they had a daughter, not a son.
Oh, okay, my fault.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, yeah. I mean, the rules still. I mean, it still applies. Oh, before I go any further, a shout out to Let me make sure I get this dono when it came through the Cash App. Shout out to Black Voltron for the Cash App. He gave both of us a shout out.
Oh, well, shout out to Black Voltron. I appreciate you, brother.
And guess what? The echo went away once we went full screen. Ain't that some shit? That's crazy. Now the echo is gone. The echo is gone when we're pretty much at the end. That's crazy. We had to deal with all this technical shit for the last what, couple of hours, and now everything's good. But we pushed through it. It is what it is. We know how it goes.
Yeah. It was still a
But
good stream. It was still a pretty good stream.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I'm glad that we was able to do this stream together. I know because, like I said, the topic that you wanted to discuss was incorporated in there, because originally, like I said, I was going to do it by myself, but I said let me just bring him on and we could talk about it and then talk about some other things as well. And it was a lot to really touch on. But yeah, this is to everyone in the chat. Thanks for sticking by and working with us through the echoes and everything like that. We know that it was kind of choppy and whatnot, but it is what it is. Shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to everybody who donated. If I have any new subscribers from this, shout out to y'all. Welcome to the channel. Also, shout out to Afro Elite again for coming on. If y'all have not done so already, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to his channel. It is Afro Elite. Just type that into the YouTube search and it'll come right up. Child of Light said, where did I get the bandana? This is the FBA bandana right here. As you can see in Afro Elite in his background, he has the flag. It's the same design. And you can get that off of Tariq, his website. I'm trying to see what the name of his website. Do you have his website?
I think it's is it FBA.com. I know he has a couple websites actually.
Yeah, it's I'm gonna type it in because I just found it. It's official FBA.com. Let me make sure I got that correct. Let me just copy and paste. That'll be the easiest way to do it. So I just put the link to the to his site in the chat. That's where I got this from. So it'll have this. You can get this. You can get the flag like Afro Elite has in there. His book is also on there. And you can get a few things. They even have a Dr. Francis Crest Welsing shirt. And speaking of that, I am on I will be starting chapter 21 of the Black Bible tomorrow. I'm moving along with this book. Oh my God, this book is like a breath of fresh air. I actually look forward to waking up in the morning just to get my chapter in. This book is so phenomenal. If y'all have not read the ISIS papers as of yet, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and do so, because the book is just, it's needed. It's recommended reading. I'll put it like that. But with that being said, I'm about to end the stream. As y'all can tell, y'all probably have noticed that I did a slight change to my upload format, where I'm going to do 2 videos a day, on Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday and Sunday is going to be 1. Because I realized doing 1 video a day, it was knocking me back even further. So I said, let me kick it up a notch and do 2 videos. I don't want to go back to 3 videos. So I'm going to stick with the 2 videos a day, one at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time and at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday and Sunday, well, Saturday is going to be 1 video at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And definitely be sure to tune in until the one on Sunday, because I'm bringing you the one of a much needed Blakaren video on someone who more than deserves it. Is someone I've never talked about on my channel until now.
I'm excited for that one.
I'm very excited too. And I actually have to give a shout out to Kid Gravity, because Kid Gravity, I think, is the only person who knows exactly who it is, because we've addressed this person in a live stream on his channel. And I said, I got to talk about this person. This is actually a video I did a couple weeks ago, and y'all are finally about to get it. But once y'all see who it is, y'all be like, oh, this bitch here. That's literally what's probably going to come out of your mouth. Let me tell you, it is not Candace Owens. It is not the Coonstress. That would be too easy. This, like I said, this is somebody I have not talked about on my channel as of yet. This will be my first time doing it, and it's crazy. Your introduction to my channel, as far as me talking about you, isn't a Blakaren video. You already starting off on the wrong foot. That's crazy. Sammy said probably Roland Martin. No, it's not. It's not roly poly. It's not roly poly. As a matter of fact, the next Blakaren and the next bed bucking videos are very well deserved. Now, when it comes to the bed bucking one, I talked about this person maybe once, but I said when I get the opportunity to talk about them again, it's either going to be a Triple P or that other one. and that other one is coming too. And I think that might be coming on Monday. So y'all about to get back to back with these goddamn Sambos. We gotta address them. They are doing entirely too much. I'm not gonna give any hints. Just be on the lookout. When the announcement goes up, which will be tomorrow, because I usually always do the announcements at 8 o'clock, you'll see who it is. But I'm telling you, once you see who it is, y'all are all going to collectively say, oh, this bitch here. Because I'm sure some of you have seen who it is and probably have heard her talking points before. And I'm going to just leave it right there. I always like to get people a little excited when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin the surprise. I'm definitely looking forward to what, because I'm trying to.
Oh, I'm looking for. And the thing is, you'll never guess it. No one in this chat is going to guess it. Like I said, Kid Gravity is the only one who will know who I'm talking about, because we talked about this person before on one of his streams. About, I think it was probably the end of May when we talked about it. You wasn't on the stream though, but I don't even know if he's still in the chat. If he was still here, he would probably say, "Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about." So yeah. We're going to leave it right there. Y'all will find out on Sunday who it is, because that's when it's going to go up. With that being said, I'm going to end the stream on this note. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's still light outside. And I'm going to go ahead, get off of here. We're going to do what we got to do, because I'm sure I don't think I have anything else to do. I'm just chilling for the rest of the day.
Yep, definitely. I got some beats I got to make. That Sunny beat. If you guys saw the my live before earlier this morning, I got a Secure the Tribe beat.
Oh,
I have to put together.
Don't tell me you're not about to do a government one.
It is kind of gonna sound like that.
I can't wait to hear it. All right, y'all be easy. I'll talk to y'all later.